Man. Woo. Out there in North Carolina, bro. From all the stories we are getting from out there, things have been better. They say, I'm not out there. I don't live out there, but y'all be calling me and stuff, sending me stuff and all kind of stuff. And then they say it is bad out there. Even we have some folks that are coming on that are independent bikers, and even independent bikers are getting like completely harassed and stuff in that area. We have been covering North Carolina for years, especially Vietnam and stuff like that. I mean, through the years, we have had all kinds of stuff going on up there. So there was a shootout on, what was it, June 8th in Newton, and at the Outlaws motorcycle clubhouse, an ambush, and two men were killed. Two men were shot. One man was severely injured, and another outlaw was killed, unfortunately. So there have been all sorts of rumors about who's been involved and that sort of thing. And we've heard those rumors, and we've even played the 911 tape of the police discussing those rumors between themselves, this, that, and the other. So as a result, and I got the messages as it was happening, but we like to wait for the news feeds to come in. And so they are hitting this morning. So our lead-in story this morning will be, here we go, put it up here. SWAT raids the Pagan's North Carolina clubhouse. Tied to the deadly shooting involving the Outlaws motorcycle club. So that has been cited in that raid. So we'll be back in a minute and 7 seconds after this brief introduction to talk about this one. SWAT raids Pagan's North Carolina clubhouse. Outlaws MC shooting is cited. And hey, man, thank you all for tuning in since 2016. We'll be right back in just a few moments.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started in the Navy and hit the sea, revving Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for leather vest from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath MC. We're paid his dues and he earned his stripes. Prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters. There have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kids Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Yourself educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Alrighty then. Hey, man. I appreciate you all being here. Oh, come on, board. Get unstuck. Well, I hate that. Come on, board. Okay. Give it back.
Started teaching him whatever, and now this kid has motorcycle clubs.
Come on, board. Come on. Wow. Talking about hitting the button like 75 times
That he started on.
and nothing happened.
Nobody's gonna push me around.
All right. Anyway, here we are, man. Here we are. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV, the Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. Biker news you can use. Biker news with biker views. And I would like to bring to the stage my co-host. We're the only show in. Where did the damn music go? We're the only show in all of America that has our own doctor, and it's just all messed up, man. It's messed up, man. It's messed up. I was trying to add my new sound effects that I got, where I was scratching, and the board. This damn thing is responding too slowly, man. I gotta go over 4 things to get this. And then go back over 4 things. Now it's working perfectly now.
You brought me on. You brought me on.
Man. Oh, is that what it was?
You can't have me in the background when you're trying to do that.
Oh, so we brought the preacher on and things get better. Okay. Man. So you know what that means? I'm gonna have to buy. Whoa. Oh, you got the nice ones. What are those? The 12s?
This is a 13.
Damn.
And this is the brand new, just came back out 360 GoPro 360. I know, and I'm not anybody that doesn't use GoPro. I'm not bashing Instant 360. I just chose GoPro.
Man, where's mine? Well, I ain't got no damn 12 or 13. I got 7s and 8s. It's time to step up my game, bro. Wow, man, I'm so upset that my system. So that means I got to buy another one of these damn things. I know a guy that's got like 20 of these, just all stacked right there.
Wow.
Huh? This is your changer. It changes your show around. It brings stuff in. It's all at a button. If not, you'd have to do it all.
Get that new one from. Oh man, what's the thing we got? You know, when we do this. Well, you know, when we do this.
Rodecaster?
Rodecaster got a new one.
I'll be damned. This is Elgato's. It's really slow right now. I don't know what the hell is going on. But you know, when I want to change my screens out or something,
yeah,
I just hit those buttons like that. You know, like so. But if you got to go,
Rodecaster got a new one that came out with it a year or 2.
Oh, I gotta go check that out. If you got to go like 4 deep, you should just be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and hit the button. But you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's still on 2. And it's still on 2.
It's about to die on you, Doc.
And it's still on damn 2. Man, I can't have this. I gotta. Somebody's got to tell me, why is this thing delaying like this? Yeah, it doesn't. Oh my goodness. I paid all this money for this SHIT. Now, finally. Okay, I have too many toys. That's just it. Hey man, the story this morning. Wow, there's a lot going on up there, man. We've got some people coming on that are independent writers. They're not going to show their faces. We got an interview. One owns some biker bars up there, and so they say that hell is happening up there on the biker scene. That's what they say. They say that hell is happening up there on the biker scene, man. Hardwire said I wouldn't recommend the Mackie board. It does a lot, but it's got a big learning curve on its condensed features. Hey, our people out there know anybody. You guys got to check out Hardwire 1%er's new show. He's doing well with his show. And so many of the people that watch us have become professional podcasters like us. So Hardwire 1%er's been watching the show forever, and we want to make sure to give him all of the love so that people go and check his show out. I believe I've been invited on his show. Logic. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. Yes. I mean, you can't be invited on all the shows. Here's Strong Brave, man. Strong Brave stays in. Strong Brave is one of those guys that just stays in my butt, man. Just stays in my butt, man. He's tough on the Black Dragon, but we love him still, all the same. Hey, over there, we'll bring this up right now. Over there, let's see, screen one. Allow. Boom. SWAT raids Pagan's motorcycle clubhouse tied to the deadly shooting involving the Outlaws motorcycle club. This is a huge story over there. As soon as this was happening, I was getting a call as the raid was happening. I was getting calls and stuff like that yesterday morning, right when we were about to go on, and so we just waited to see what the news would say. And so here we are with Miss Erica Bryant here. Let's check this out. Action.
Helping tonight, shattered glass filling the parking lot of a notorious biker club building. This morning, the State Bureau of Investigation executed some search warrants at the Pagan clubhouse along Highway 321. Channel 9's Dave Faraday is live for us there now. And Dave, the investigators told you this is connected to a shooting involving a rival club just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, Erica, a spokesperson with the SBI told us earlier today that the search conducted here in Lenoir was in connection to that deadly shooting at the Outlaws clubhouse, which is down in Newton. If you look behind you, you can see the Pagan's clubhouse. It sits right along Highway 321. I spoke with several neighbors in this area. They describe hearing 2 loud explosions and then SWAT moving in. The SBI says 2 SWAT teams in Lenoir went to the Pagan clubhouse around 4 a.m. In daylight, we could see the shattered glass and damage to 2 doors. Betty Pittman lives a block away and woke to the sound of the raid.
Me, my husband, and the grandbabies, it scared them to death. They didn't know what was going on.
The SBI says it executed a search warrant here as part of the investigation into this shooting 3 weeks ago at the Outlaws clubhouse in Newton. 2 people were shot and 1 man died. This is the 911 call made that morning.
Using medical attention. Gunshot. Okay, where's shot at? There's multiple.
A short time later, a dispatcher named the Pagans as possibly being involved in the shooting at the Outlaws in Newton. 25 miles away, Pete Walser can see the Pagan clubhouse from his front yard in Lenoir and supports police efforts here.
I think it's good. They need to kind of move out of here and let the neighborhood be peaceful again.
So far, no one has been charged in connection with the deadly shooting in Newton. But SBI agents say Anthony Card was arrested and charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon at the Pagan clubhouse this morning. This neighbor, who asked we not show his face, hopes the group finds a new home.
I'd like to see him gone because it's just a bad element. It's all hours of the night, all hours of the weekend.
And I did try repeatedly to talk with members of the Pagans
earlier
today. They had no interest in talking with us about what happened here this morning. The SBI told me that they were out here for more than 3 hours investigating. Reporting live from Lenoir, I'm Dave Faraday, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Dave, thank you. We have more details now as the Department of Justice considers the Pagans as one of their big 4 motorcycle gangs. They consider them to be highly structured criminal groups, saying that their members engage in violent crime and weapons and drug trafficking. The DOJ reports there are about 300 active motorcycle gangs in the U.S., ranging in size from 5 members to some chapters that have hundreds of members. The Outlaws, also part of the Big 4, back in 2010.
I want you to look at what they did to these people's clubhouse. I just want to stop and show you what they did to these folks' clubhouse. This is... Who pays for this? Who pays for this? This was the 2010 raid of their clubhouse for some stuff that happened in 2000. I actually read about this morning. When I saw this, I was just like, check out what you hear here. Check out what you hear happened to all of their stuff, memorabilia, patches, symbols, insignia, icons, iconology, and stickers and stuff. Listen to what happened to it.
10, when the ATF raided their clubhouse in Newton, Dave was invited to take this look inside. You saw that video there showing the damage, including a large hole there where law enforcement blasted their way inside. Members of the Outlaws told Dave at that time that anything that had their name on it was taken.
Why?
Wow.
Why? Is their name illegal? Oh, there's that Outlaws t-shirt. We need to take that for evidence. Hey, get the Outlaws t-shirt, Paul. Hey, Peter, did you get the Outlaws t-shirt? Man, and you know, I'm always ever so thankful to that cop in Henry County that pulled me over doing 120 miles an hour. I don't know if you remember me, cop, down in Henry County. I don't know if you remember me. I was doing a $120. I was doing faster than that. When by the time you hit me with the radar and I got on my brakes, he pulled up. Yeah, you were doing 120 when you were slamming on the brakes. I don't know how fast you were going for you. That guy right there. He took me in, of course. So when I get off the motor, so when he walks up to me, I just start pulling out my guns and handing them to him. And he said, "Oh, no, stop that." So I put him back. So he comes back. He goes, "Well, I'm sorry. We're going to have to take you in, buddy." So I start pulling out my guns and handing them to him. So then I get off my bike and I go and I put my hands on his car like this, like so. And he says, Stop that. Come on, man. You just handed me all your guns. So he opens up the back of my motorcycle and sticks all my guns in it. And then he says to me, you better put your colors in there too. And I said, take my colors? Why would I take my colors off? And he said to me, because, if we take you downtown and you got those colors on, you're never gonna see them again. And I ain't even in no outlaw club like that. I'm not in a 1% motorcycle club. And he said, you'll never see those colors again. Henry County police officer that pulled me over, jeez, oh my gosh, 7 years ago or whatever that was. Thank you, man. And thank you for that, for handcuffing me. He handcuffed me with my hands in the front. I didn't know that meant something different. When you go in there, they treat you different.
You're not a threat
than the guys with the handcuffs in the back. And then he says to me, you're such a good guy. I'm sorry. If I had realized you were a good guy, I wouldn't have even, but it's too late. I called it in. I got to take your black ass in. But thank you for not taking my colors. And we've had a couple of our clubhouses. What can I say? Raided? No, not raided. No, we haven't had our
infiltrated.
Not like this. This is I don't even know what to say about this. But wait till you see. Did you see the Pagans one?
Club building.
So we go back here. Well, let's look at the Pagans one, where they blasted their way. So okay, now fast forward. That was 2010. This is 15 years later, and the process hasn't improved. Do they have it in this picture? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Grim Reaper's clubhouse all over again. And only this one, they didn't drive the Bearcat through the front door. Poor Grim Reaper's clubhouse until they finally took it and sold it for just like $94,000, some outrageously low amount. We've been reporting on them since like 2015 or something. And they just kept driving through the front damn door of the clubhouse. Let's just drive through the front door of the clubhouse. This happened in the middle of the night. I don't know. I just don't know why this is necessary. Granny said I love these kind of grandmothers. Reminds me of my own. They were just keeping up noise, she said.
It woke to the sound of the raid.
Me and my husband and the grandbabies, they scared them to death. They didn't know what was going on.
It scared me and my grandbabies. Why are y'all scaring her and her grandbabies? Anyway, yeah, they look at these. You see this here? You could just from way back here, you can just see. Man. And we thought the Canadians had it bad. The Canadians are not allowed to reinforce their clubhouses. They got their clubhouses taken. The Hells Angels got their clubhouses taken. $2.some million worth of property for having surveillance equipment, hardening their clubhouse.
Really?
Yeah, ask Biker News Canada. Hardening their clubhouse so law enforcement couldn't get in.
Wow.
Yeah,
but I know you still going into the story. Somebody asked a question, and then I don't know if it's the same person, and they was talking about aren't the colors and the logos, aren't those trademarks? And then somebody else asked, can't a lawyer get all the trademark? It might have been the same person, get all the trademark stuff back.
I don't know. I don't know. No, because the one officer got arrested for taking all those. Man, that story. This police officer got arrested for taking all that stuff home and adorning his walls with it. Yeah,
as trophies. As
trophies of these big time motorcycle clubs. I can't remember. Was it the Pagans or the Hells Angels or the Mongols? It was one of those clubs, or maybe all of them. He had their stuff on his walls at his house, on his walls, man. Mike Ball got arrested with his colors. He said, believe it or not, the cop actually uncuffed me so I could take off my colors. Yeah, sometimes you get some cool cops out there, which is why I'm not just like this cop hater, because some cops are like, yeah, man, if I take your ass downtown in them colors, they're going to keep them. So let's put them on your bike, man. And along with your guns, you're not getting those back either. So let's just put all this on your bike, man. And
so what happens to
you know what else he did? He allowed me to call a club brother to come get my motorcycle off the side of the road. That Henry County cop, man.
Hey, look, I got one for you. What if, now this is just out of the blue, off the top of my head. We have some outlaw brothers out there that they get certain links in their organization, and they put their logo, their patch, tatted on their back. What do the cops do with that?
Burn it
off? Burn it off.
Yeah, no. And then also, I have to thank I haven't done this publicly because this happened right before the pandemic, and then the pandemic took over everything. I never got a chance to publicly thank the Arkansas cop. I need to write. You know what? I need to write them a letter. I got tired. I ran out of gas. It was in the 2020 cold ass run to the mother chapter. I was riding back to the mother chapter. It rained for 10 whole days and 10 nights. I mean, the kind of discriminating, hateful, mean rain. And I ran out of gas on the highway. And my brother Lionlock, you guys remember, if you want to see that video, it's P59, myself and P59, our great adventure across the country, Prospect 59 and myself. And I ran out of gas, and so P59 went to go find some gas. It was raining so bad. I was just so exhausted, I just said to hell with it. I laid down. I got on the other side of the guardrail. I laid down and went to sleep. This is just the rain coming down. And I wake up, and there's a cop over the top of me lifting my helmet. He's straddled me like almost like a full mount. Like he's over the top of me like a MMA full mount. He lifts up my helmet glass, and he says, "Oh my God, you're alive." And I'm looking up with the rain hitting my face like, "Hell yeah, I'm alive. What are you doing?" And he said, "Oh, we got a call. There's a dead man laying on the side of the road." And oh my God, thank God you're alive. Whoever that police officer was, I got to find his name, man. Thank you so much for taking such beautiful care of me and making sure I was okay.
Now you know. Now you know. You know you're in trouble for that, right?
Am I in trouble for thanking people?
No.
For
No, not thanking people for thanking cops. You know, you're not supposed to do that, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're a snitch. You know,
Oh, for my boy, yeah, my boy's gonna use that.
You know, yeah. You're not supposed to thank cops.
Man, if you give me a break,
they are the mortal
enemy. Yes, yes. Finish him.
Right.
Okay. And my 1%ers are probably like, oh, this guy, this dude, this dragon here. Hey, man, everybody knows I have respect for all bikers, man. Stop it. People fear what they don't understand, and fear is definitely worse than anything else. This is, but you know, back to this story, man. This is really been it's really bad up there. 12 has been acting like this for decades. I don't know why people are surprised, says Elliot Robinson.
What he said, what is that again?
He said 12 has been acting like this for decades.
What is 12? What is 12?
That is a euphemism for a motorcycle club.
Okay.
Club. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They got a new law here in Florida. If you get caught going 50 over the speed limit, it's a $5,000 fine. Black Dragon, time is up to decide. You coming to Mike's this weekend? Oh, I've decided. It's not that I haven't decided, and I'll talk to you guys about that in a few minutes. Yeah, Mike just sent me something saying I better see you here. He sent me a text message. You better be on your way here for the 4th. They have locked me up, but allowed. Oh, so Sincere Taylor said they locked him up, but allowed his woman to come and get his rags. Other times, club brothers. Sincere Columbus Toros MC. So there's been some good cops out there that didn't. I'm not the only one. You should feel lucky down here in Arkansas. The cops hate bikers big time, especially in Eureka Springs. Has more than one run-in with them. But props to that cop. I have to give props to 2 cops in Arkansas. I got to give props to that police officer who took care of us when our brother and sisters were killed on mile marker 22.5 in Arkansas on the highway a couple of years ago. Those police officers were so good, especially the main one whose name I cannot recall, but I have it written down. I have to thank them too, man. They looked after the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation all the way into the trial, So for the whole 2 years or year and a half or however long that took, they were there. The SWAT teams conducted the raid early Monday morning at the Pagan's Motorcycle Clubhouse in Caldwell County in connection with the deadly shooting at the Outlaws Clubhouse in Newton on June 8th, where one was killed and one was hurt. So they are definitely, the news is definitely tying this to them. The State Bureau of Investigation confirmed that 2 SWAT teams. Matt, did they need 2 SWAT teams in the middle of the night? Like, I think they do this to prove a point, to spread some fear and stuff like that, because
they come with all force necessary,
and all force unnecessary. To teams from Lenore Police Department, Sheriff's Office executed search warrant at the Pagan's Clubhouse. Now, they did arrest 1 man. The raid is linked to a shooting incident at the Outlaws Clubhouse. Hardwire 1%er is a true 1%er. A true 1%er because he says 1%er stuff. And what he said here was very interesting. From what I heard, they found nothing of consequence, so it seems shitty to keep placing blame with no evidence. See, that's 1%er talk. That's how they talk. They ain't got no evidence. Why they keep running over there? The State Bureau of Investigation confirmed that 2 SWAT teams from Lenore Police and the Sheriff's Office executed the search warrant at the Pagan's Clubhouse around 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, who's there at 4 in the morning? Unless we've been there all night, right? And also, the raid is linked to the shooting. A spokesperson with the SBI confirmed that it was that. I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so we want to take a look at just a couple things here. Again, we want to take a look at this. This is what happened to the Outlaws Clubhouse in 2010. I wonder if the same thing happened to these guys' clubhouse. It is just so the Outlaws were so incensed about this in 2010. They actually invited the press into their clubhouse. Unheard of.
Yeah.
Back then, it's not so unheard of now. Like when I first used to go in the 1%er clubhouses, it used to be put your camera away and all that, and now it's don't shoot this, don't shoot that. Like, so it's gotten better, at least for me anyway, over the years. Now it's like they'll say, Dragon, you can shoot here, or Dragon, you can shoot there. I've been actually invited into a lot to cover stuff like this.
Part of the Big Four back in 2010.
But it's just horrible, man. My bed was made up and everything. How y'all gonna do that to me, man? Don't do that. Now I want to go back here to this article. This article was about, this is what it all stemmed. No, I don't know if this is what it all stemmed from, but this was let me see. Oh yeah. Okay, there's another part to this. Is this so the one guy that they arrested, let me see. Where's the, hold on, let me take this down. The one guy they arrested, okay, is this the same story? Let me see. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This one. Monday raid at the Pagan's clubhouse was connected to Newton shooting at the Outlaws clubhouse earlier June. The SBI confirmed. Now, this man here was arrested. His name is Anthony Lee Card, was arrested at 4 a.m. when police searched the Pagan's motorcycle club gathering spot in Lenoir. The North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation worked this thing. He was charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. He was taken to Caldwell County Jail and is being held on a $50,000 bond. Another motorcycle clubhouse in the area was raided by police earlier in June following a deadly shooting. That shooting happened at the Outlaws motorcycle clubhouse in Newton. So this is, okay, so yeah. All right, so let's do this in order. Let's go back here and look at this video first. Action. 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 Skip ad. Okay, here we go.
Right now, we are continuing to follow a breaking news update out of Caldwell County. A man is now in custody after a raid at a motorcycle club in Lenoir. Police arrested Anthony Card early this morning at the Pagan Motorcycle Clubhouse on a charge of possessing a firearm by a convicted felon. The SBI confirms this raid is connected to the deadly shooting of 32-year-old Jordan Castle. He died after being shot in what investigators say was a dispute between two motorcycle gangs at the Outlaws Motorcycle Clubhouse in Newton earlier this month.
Okay, so from there, we will go to, hold on, don't pause. Okay, from there, we'll go to this story. This is where they raided, I think is this where they raided the Outlaws Clubhouse? Let me see. Let me get it. Let's see what happens. Action. Action.
Meantime, tonight, we are learning new details about a separate, though unrelated shooting at Catawba County Motorcycle Club. It happened early Sunday morning in Newton, leaving one man dead and another fighting for his life tonight.
Authorities tell us there were multiple shooters. WCNC Charlotte's Kaylin Hagwood spoke with the chief of police today as this latest violent incident is leaving that community shaken again.
We're told that victim is in stable condition after police say more than 30 shots were fired at the Outlaw Motorcycle Club, with some of those shots possibly coming from the roof of the building.
We are doing everything.
So what we learned from that, okay, this is older. What we learned from that was that there was actually somebody in the Outlaws Motorcycle Club that made it up to the roof while they were being attacked and was able to shoot back at the folks that were attacking them. Now, one of these I read, and this might have been from the 2010. This might have been from the 2010 one. But one of these I read that. No, is that a completely different story? Yes, I think that's. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, because I queued up a couple of these for you guys, and let's see.
Your button, your buttons are your buttons working right?
No, the buttons are working. I just I don't want to confuse stories, and get them mixed up, because this one is really crazy from what they got from one of these. Yeah. So what is that one? So I will show you. Okay, so this is a different story, but I was going to show you guys this is something that they got off of somebody in another story, which is this damn grenade launcher. But I have to bring that story up. That's it's crazy. Is this the one? Let's see.
What's that? Hey, what shirt you got on? Lavish trying to dress like me. Look at this.
Yeah, man. I wanted to match, man. I wanted to be like Logic today, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that. Chris Leach says the Gypsy Jokers won in court for them knocking down the door and they got paid. That man, good.
That's good.
Oh shit! Every clubhouse. Okay, so that's that story, and we have that story. Now it's time to go on to the next story. So that story is live. It's happening. It's going on. They got a bunch of stuff happening in North Carolina. We got some people that we're going to be interviewing that are telling us so much stuff out there. But I don't want to put it out till we get the people to interview and we have. So we'll leave that at that. The Outlaws Motorcycle Club got shot up. One of their brothers was killed. Another was injured. It's been a very big thing. They were attacked, obviously, and now we know that the Pagan's clubhouse, they said, was raided. One man was arrested who must have been asleep at the clubhouse at 4 a.m. There's always at least a bro at the clubhouse, unfortunately. He got arrested as a felon in possession of a weapon. That doesn't always mean that they got you, though. Just because they arrest you doesn't always mean that they got you, because here's our second story. Charges are dismissed against a Vagos biker. We say club, but they say charges were dismissed against a Vagos biker gang member. This is in Bakersfield, California. So here's another guy they had some interesting stuff on. Prosecutors have dismissed felony charges against the alleged president of the Antelope Valley chapter of the Vagos biker. We say club. They say gang. Charges of gang participation and gun and ammunition possession by a felon were dismissed. So they had him on ammunition and guns possessed by a felon, but they dismissed those charges against John Eric Anderson, who was the president, according to court records. With the current state of evidence, say the police, we were unable to proceed at this time, prosecutors said in an email. It's unclear if the case will be refiled. Ulysses Navarrete, the alleged sergeant-at-arms of the gang's Antelope Valley chapter, or rather the club's Antelope Valley chapter, remains charged with multiple weapons offenses. So the sergeant-at-arms is still being held. He has a hearing scheduled for mid-July. The charges stem from reports in June of last year of Vagos members harassing customers at a business in Tehachapi. The deputies searched Navarrete's home on Don Avenue. So I don't know how harassing customers at a business in Tehachapi landed deputies at Navarrete's home on Don Avenue. And that's where they located Vagos riding jackets, which I'm sure they took. One with a loaded gun in his pocket, in a pocket on a couch near juveniles, according to court filings. Boy, look how they throw that in there. There was a riding jacket, one loaded with a gun in the pocket on a couch near juveniles, which is not particularly illegal for a gun to be on a couch in a pocket near juveniles, but they throw that in there. It looks real bad. It's horrible. And investigators also found another gun hidden in a motorcycle, a fully automatic machine gun, and a 40-millimeter grenade launcher. Damn!
Wow.
Damn! What? Oh my God! What are these people on? Sheriff,
where do you get stuff like that?
So That's what sent me on this search this morning. I'm glad you asked. One of the riding jackets had a patch identifying Navarrete as the gang's sergeant at arms. When we say the club sergeant at arms, a leadership position according to the filing. Also according to the MC protocol. Anderson was arrested at his home in Rosamond. So I'm looking at this 40 millimeter grade launcher. Like, where do you get that from? Like, who even has those? Like, this is impossible. And it took me over here to Google. I typed in 40 millimeter grade launcher, and they're like they're
you get them on Amazon.
Not on Amazon, but like gunbroker.com and stuff. The Monkey Depot, like you can get one of these. Yes, sir. You can get one of these. So I went down here to Reddit, and somebody said, "Is a 40 millimeter grenade launcher worth it?" And I was like, "Are you BSing me?" And so this guy, I've been thinking of buying for my AR, a 40 millimeter grade launcher, for the cool factor as my first NFA item. NFA is a term. I forget the term. I'll tell you in just a second. But with how expensive it is, along with the ammo, I was wondering if the juice was worth the squeeze in owning one. So all these people, many of them have one, start telling them the pros and cons of getting this 40 millimeter grenade launcher. It seems that if you buy you can buy a stamp, what they call a tax stamp, for $200, and this allows you to have stuff like machine guns and stuff like that. And so you can buy this thing if you get a tax stamp from the government, right? And it's about $4,000 to $10,000, and then the ammo. So if you buy the high explosive ammo, what is it? The cheapest ammo I've seen is $35 per round. This guy said, I bought one 3 or 4 years ago for $7,000. You need a $200 tax stamp. The HE grenades would cost $500 to $1,000 each. And each one of these HE grenades has to have its own $200 tax stamp. This is not a game for the poor people. But yeah, like everybody's saying, get the 37 millimeter.
NFA stands for National Firearms Act.
No,
I put it in there.
Is that what it is? NFA?
Well, somebody put it in there.
What they mean is, so what the guy means is a clause in the National Firearms Act that allows you to have these things. That's what he was talking about. This guy said, I've had several. So they were saying silence versus 45 millimeter launcher. Like, now that I know you can have one,
I'm going to go get one.
Well,
I'm going to take a loan out.
I want one. Don't you? Home defense rounds, HE rounds. This is crazy. My gun people out there already, they're like dragging you so behind on this. But people recommend a 37 millimeter launcher because you can launch firecrackers and stuff like that out of it. That they make more of that than the 40 millimeter stuff. It's crazy, man. This guy says they're fun to shoot on occasion, and the aesthetic is just a vibe. You know, you come walking out on somebody with that grenade launcher on the top of your gun. You're going to be looking good, bro.
But now you saying that when they raided, they found one of these?
They found one of these. Yeah.
So if because we don't know, if they had all this tax stamp and all this stuff, how can that be illegal for them to have? If they paid for the right.
Their cuts are not illegal. They take those. So a lot of times it's just the wow factor. Yeah, we took a 40 millimeter grenade launcher from. It doesn't mean that it was illegal. Now, one of the guys was not supposed to have it because he was a felon, but he got that dismissed. So I went and I looked these up. Okay, so here's the M203 grenade launcher. Boom. Look at that thing. I want one, man, so bad. This is a single-shot 40-millimeter underbarrel grenade launcher designed to attach to a rifle. It uses the same rounds as the older standalone M79 breakout action grenade launcher, which utilizes the high-low propulsion system. I mean, for you tech guys, to keep recoil forces low. I mean, look at this stuff, man.
Can I get it cheaper off of Temu?
No, Temu won't be sending this out, my bro. Here's the 40-millimeter tactical 4-shot. Look at that, man. 4 shots. It's got.
And what'd you say? What'd you say? They said the rounds were like 500 to 1,000 each
for the HE high explosive rounds. Oh, and there's another thing you have to have if you own this. You have to have a bunker, basically, to store your HE rounds in. The bunker costs more than the guns and the ammunition alone. So you got to have the appropriate bunker. You got to have the appropriate stamps, tax stamps. Right here, is a 40-millimeter grenade launcher legal? The M203 grenade launcher attachments fitted with a standard rifle 40-millimeter barrels are classified as destructive devices under, that's what I was talking about, destructive devices under the NFA, National Firearms Act, Part 26, blah, 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 because they are non-sporting firearms with a bore greater than 1/2 inch. All this stuff, man. All this stuff. Look at this. Can you have a 37-millimeter firearm? 37-millimeter launchers are exempted from the National Firearms Act of 1934 so long as no anti-personnel rounds are in the user's possession. So, yes, you can have one. You can have one or two or however the hell many you can afford. Is that crazy? I just went down. I went down the rabbit hole this morning.
Yeah. But,
Eric Williams said Temu. If you get one from Temu, it's not going to work well. Just like if you get some colors from Temu. Hi, Carnell. You don't get one. You don't got one. You better step your game up. You want one? You buy at Walmart.
After all that, man, you might as well go ahead and get you a little a tank and armor personnel carrier and
Woody said the only stamps people are getting in the hood is food stamps, Black Dragon.
Oh, wow.
I'd still buy one from the black market. Yeah. So if you can get these legally, they must be floating around on the black market, all right, man.
Walmart sells them too.
Chris Leach said he's getting his on Amazon. 12 is code for the police, says Daryl Close. Oh, that's what he meant. Okay, we got you. Black Dragon, you going to get one? Yes. You could afford it. You got to get you one. I want one, but I don't know if I can. Somebody said, if you ain't got no land, you don't need this because there's no place that you can fire it off at. You got to have your own land where no one's going to call the police if you're firing.
Yeah, you got to be, if you got to play with it.
Grenades.
Just like some of the pyrotechnics, people go out there and shoot at them and they explode.
Now,
you got to have some property.
Smokey 1%er has hit upon something here. It is completely unconstitutional. They are putting a price on your ability to exercise your Second Amendment right. They are, because rich people can have these and poor people cannot. Bottom line. You need your own land. You need a bunker. You need stuff. You got to have.
Just like suppressors. You got to register suppressors so they know who has them.
Do you have to register a suppressor?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yep.
So check it out. If you got 50 rounds, right, and you need a tax stamp for each round, 10 grand for the tax stamps. And then if the rounds are $500 a piece, bro, You got to have you some money, man. You got to have you some money, bro. That's 25,000 plus 10 grand just for 50 rounds. Like, I'm not firing that on the 4th of July.
Now watch this. So say that's the number. So you gonna go out there just to play with it?
No. I'm firing one or two to make sure it works. That's $1,000.
Look, can you reload those like you reload a gun to get some cheap rounds?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, some guy on here said if you wanted to do it right, we got to go back here to Reddit. He says if you want to do it right, you'll get a 3D printer, print off your own rounds, and then you can do it for like $35 a round. Here a guy says if you get a printer and you can print projectile components for it, it's very inexpensive. Cases are like $2 or $3 and are reusable. Chalk projectiles can be printed for almost nothing, and KAK sells launch blanks. You can also load a whole lot more than just chalk these days. So these guys, yeah.
I got the viewers have since you was questioning me, viewers supported me about getting a stamp and register your suppressor, and they down there. They're saying yes, you do. So you act like I don't know. You act like I don't know.
I just asked. I think the Supreme
Court. Then you said, "Are you sure?" Yep.
Okay.
Confident I said.
Yes, I had to get a tax stamp for the suppressor on my AR-15. Says Mad Tink. Okay. All right, mofos. I'm not sitting up here like I know.
Now, look here. Now the question is, how does the pastor know? He got quiet.
How does the pastor know? I'm wondering. So it seems like we got some gun freaks in here. Yes, suppressors have to be registered, and you give up your right for them needing a search warrant to enter your home. Ooh.
Yeah, because they want to track. Those have to be tracked. And if you sell one, say, you know how people sell their guns and everything, that has to be re-registered. You got to let them know, hey, I got rid of that. You can't just, hey, man, Black Dragon, you want to buy this from me for $300 and I give it to you. You go out there and use that. It tracked it. They're coming to me.
And Motogato says, and you have to allow the government to enter your home without a warrant to conduct an inspection. Wow. Man, I'm trying to get heated grips on my bike on a budget. Damn sure. No shit.
Somebody had said, look, said, with all that money, I'm going to go buy me a CVO. Who said that?
Right. You need level 3 and they can come knock on your
Motogato said that.
You need level 3 and they can come knock on your door to see it, and you better have it in your possession. Yep. Wow. That's a whole lot of governmental overreach if you want that stuff.
Now, actually, there's a bill that they're trying to pass attached to a whole bunch of. They try to pass a bill, but you know how they do it. They attach it to stuff that you don't like. If you like this, but you got to accept that to get rid of that, to make that,
they're sliding that into the bill. Yeah, what they've been doing a lot of in the last 24 hours. Now that they're trying to get the big, beautiful bill passed. And Elon Musk is fighting the president, man. Can you believe that? I thought they were bosom buddies.
Smoky 1%er. That's why our motorcycle ministry is called God's Warriors. He said a warrior Rev.
What time is that? Oh, well, hey, we already know Rev ain't got no sense. You just stay on this God side. Just stay on the Reverend's God side, and you'll be all right. A warrior Reverend. Oh, wow, man. So that's the news today. Anyway, just so you know, just because they got you on this, on whatever, so they had this guy, this Vagos president, and they had to dismiss the charges. They said they dismissed the charges because with the current state of the evidence, we were unable to proceed at this time. Prosecutor said in an email, it's unclear whether or not the case will be refiled. So it looked bad. We got guns. We got grenade launchers. We got guns in pockets of vests near children, youth. And all that together, they still had to let it go. So when things look bad, it's not over till the fat lady sings. It's not over till the fat lady sings. And in this case, at least at this time, your guy is not out there in Bakersfield. I guess that's where that is. Your guy is not going to. His charges have been dropped. So that's for him for right now. Things are not so bad for him right now. It gets to get that monkey out right, like, whoo. Can I have my grenade launcher back? M1 has a 10-round mag unless LEO. You can buy higher mags if you're LEO, but crime if caught with them. No suppressors, and anything above 50 caliber is illegal, even for rifles, says Jason. Traveling One Time says, hey, what's up, Traveling One Time? They're changing the laws on suppressors so you don't have to go through all of that. Hey, didn't they bring bump stocks back too?
They tried to. The president tried to. I don't know if they actually passed.
Black Dragon, like, I got 3 suppressors in 3 different places. I'm about to get the paper. You're supposed to get the paperwork before. I'm not right now. I'm not with you, Rogue. That's why his name is Rogue. The police. Let's see. The police will enter your home without a warrant anytime they like. When they do that, they're not worried about right or wrong or personal statement. It's a personal statement meant to break you. Yes. Just remember, logic has not always been a reverend. Yeah, we know that. In my opinion, the Second Amendment is a joke, and politicians are playing us. If we're allowed to carry them, then politicians won't have issues to have them during a political rally. Just saying, you can take those guns to political rallies in certain places. I have seen it, especially during, what was it? During the BLM protests, there was a whole lot of people walking around with AR-15.
Go back.
Where?
Go back one more. Oh, where is it at? When you said what Smoking 1% said, trying to play like Jesus was a punk.
You got to give me the timestamps.
You just had there it is.
I got it. Eric Williams said the Vagos must have a good attorney. Listen, I think every 1% motorcycle club better have a good attorney, man.
Yeah.
Oh, look, towards your new GL. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that beautiful donation there. Think this in space. You don't need suppressors. You don't? No, you can use a potato, I guess. Bump stocks never had to pass anything. That is an unconstitutional rule created by the ATF. Man, I got some pro-gun folks on this thing. Richmond VA had hundreds of AR-15 and assault rifles during rallies. Hey, did you hear about that new assault rifle law that they just put in place where you can't buy or sell any new ones? It goes into effect next July.
What you mean you can't buy or sell new ones? Any
new assault rifles in this place, in this one town.
Okay. What is the definition of an assault rifle?
Well, they say AR-15s and guns like that look like that. That's what they say. Assault weapons ban 2025. Here it is right here. There is a push for renewed federal ban on assault weapons, United States, similar to the 1994 ban. I don't know if you remembered that 10-year ban where you couldn't buy a whole lot of stuff. So they got a few cities right now where, like Colorado, for instance, where these bans have gone into effect, and they have not been able to get it past the Supreme Court. They're fighting hard for our guns, bro. Yeah, right there. Little man said it right there. That's right here in Colorado, bro. I knew it was Colorado. Just give me some love for it. Can I know something? I don't know why I can't know anything. Where is it? It's let me pull this up for you. Right here. semi-automatic ban in Colorado General Assembly concerning prohibited activity involving semi-automatic firearms. So they're not even calling them assault rifles. They're saying semi-automatic firearms, and in connection therewith, prohibiting the manufacture, distribution, transfer, sale, and purchase of specified semi-automatic firearms, classifying a device that increases the rate of fire of a semi-automatic firearm as a dangerous weapon, and making it an appropriation. The act defines specific semi-automatic firearms as a semi-automatic rifle or semi-automatic shotgun. Oh my God. You can't have a tactical shotgun anymore?
Oh, too late. I got mine. I mean, oops, I didn't post that online.
The detachable shotgun with the detachable magazine. I mean, that is a must. That's a must. Or a gas-operated semi-automatic handgun with detachable magazine. Come on, man. Isn't that every semi-automatic handgun?
And the thing about these things, they got too many gun enthusiasts that love to go and shoot that these laws will ever really pass and stick.
Okay, so check this out. This is what I hate about this. Who gets exempted? Certain manufacturers, transfer, sales, and purchases from the prohibition, including specified transactions involving law enforcement. So the cops get to overgun you. Agencies, law enforcement agencies, and peace officers, the Department of Correction, armored vehicle businesses, military forces, gunsmiths, educational programs, and historical societies and museums. So I need to start my own historical society. That transfers that occur between operation of law or because of death of a person. So they're also going to allow transfers of guns to, like, maybe you pass them down when you die, and conduct involving firearms used solely as a prop for a film. Additionally, the prohibition does not apply to the transfer or sale of specified semi-automatic firearms in receipt or purchase of a specified semi-automatic firearm by a person who, if you've completed a hunter education course, which is not required in the Constitution of the United States that you go to a hunter education course, especially one certified by the Division of Parks and Wildlife, which didn't even exist back then. You got to have this course completed within 5 years before making the purchase. You have to complete a basic firearm safety course within 5 years before making the purchase, complete an extended firearm safety course, or complete an extended firearm safety course more than 5 years before making the purchase, and complete a basic firearm safety course within 5. Boy, Colorado is tripping.
Yeah, we got an hour, man.
Okay, well, yeah, because this is a whole nother hole that we could just dive in. Look how long.
That's why I said that, because I saw how long that was.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I got some other things I got to continue to do up here.
I get out of here, man.
But Gary, just to answer his question, I'm having a ball back up here in New York.
Yeah. All right. Everybody's got to run now. Hey, Jetville 1 got to run to the jobs site for work. Be back soon. Much love to you guys. Thanks for all y'all do and the information y'all help share. And man, thank you all for watching and listening. And so the Pagans Clubhouse got raided. The Vagos president out there in Bakersfield, I guess it is, was found. His charges were dismissed. You can own a 40 millimeter grenade launcher and a 37 millimeter grenade launcher, and you need paperwork to own a silencer. I think we found those things out today. Yeah. All right. Hey, okay, let's try to get you out of here. Let me see if I can get my new toys up here. Hold on. Okay, let me get to my new toys here. Well, this thing here. All right, and Action.
I remember this one.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Remember, this is your boy, Logic. Keep it logical. I'm still up here in New York, having a great time. When we get back on the road, when you get back on the road, remember these words. Ride hard, ride safe, and always, always ride on faith and keep it logical. Peace.
Peace. Hey, it's your boy Black Dragon. 225 pounds. 325 pounds. 325 pounds. I was 327 pounds a day and a half ago. 325. Come on now. Down from 365 since February. Get skinny. I mean it. I mean get skinny for real, bro. I mean get skinny. You too. Make sure to get my newest book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. This is the hardcover, available on Amazon, Kindle, and of course at blackdragonsgear.com. The social construct of motorcycle club life, rules, traditions, history, politics, and modus operandi. Make sure you get one, man. Get you a hardcover too. Hey, we appreciate you and everything you do. God bless you. Thank you for being with me since 2016. We will see you same bad time, same bad channel tomorrow. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Love to hear your comments in the comment section below. And get skinny. Yeah.
Dear 1% friends, who took the motorcycle clubs across different countries. Some motorcycle club flying a 1%er diamond.
If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Ro? I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes on. So, when you guys get into a war with one another, what you should
99%ers do, here's 10 things you should know. Thing number 1, stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. What I mean is, the second is volatile, it can be very dangerous. And when you have that kind of thing going on, this set's not safe. So as a 99%er motorcycle club, what you want to find is yourself in your business, in your lane, while all of the fancy stuff gets handled on other levels.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels. Tried to tell you suckers, Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man. A real OG, bonafide, certified, a true MC. The biker boys, the biker boys. It's in the house, most definitely. Blow the whistle for Black Dragon, Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work became a habit. He became the president of the mighty Black Savage Nation. MCs, y'all, respectfully. Black Dragon, Black Savage, MC. That's right, y'all. Give it a thumbs up. Black Dragon Biker TV at its best. Oh yeah, and don't forget to get his prospect Bible book. So proud of him. Man, he just don't know. He's a real legend. And y'all know it, and I know it. That's right, Black Dragon. That's right. Glad I met you, my friend. Black Dragon, I'm the Midnight Ghost Rider. Dub V, y'all. Love you, Black Dragon. Peace. And get skinny. Like and share. Goodbye.
Holy shit, I'm still live? Man, I didn't turn that thing off? What the hell? This is the second day in a row I've done this. Man, I'm getting old. It's ridiculous. Oh, did you forget to log off? Yes. This is fucked up. What's up, everybody? Mike Ball just called and told me I'm an idiot. Oh, my goodness. Thanks, folks. Oh, my goodness. This is ridiculous. Goodbye, everyone. This is crazy. This is my second day in a row doing this. Damn.